Hi, I'm Jackie. I'd like to share with you tonight a little routine that I often do before bed, especially if I've had a really busy day and need some time to just decompress. It's great for opening the chest, wringing out the spine, and just finding a few minutes. You don't really have to even spend more than 10, 15 minutes doing this little bit of restorative practice that will help you ease into sleep and maybe add to your bedtime routine. So for our practice this evening, you'll need 2 blankets and a small bolster or a large bolster. If you have a large bolster, you may also want to have a block or 2. Once you're ready for the practice, I'd like you to take one of the blankets. We'll be using this to help with our small back bend. Open it up and then roll it a few times and place it about 1/3 of the way down toward the back edge of your mat. Then you can use a block for your head at the other side of that. I like a blanket just because it's a little more comfortable. So you can open the blanket up and then roll or fold that. I like to go short side to short side. It gives me a little bit of a fatter blanket. And place it to the back side of the rolled blanket that you've already taken care of so that you have about 6 inches in between both blankets. When we get into the posture, your shoulder blades will lie over the first blanket and then your shoulders will lie in between with your arms out in a T position. The bolster, I'm going to use the big bolster today because I really want to make sure that my lower back feels supported. The bolster will go underneath your knees. And with the big bolster, you can keep it wide like this, or you can even turn it up high on its long side to give you a little more support for your lower back. You can play with that as you move into the posture. Now, as we come into the posture, we will be placing our legs over the bolster and then drawing the tailbone under a little as you lengthen your spine. And remember, you're looking to get your shoulder blades on top of that blanket. So with your hands behind you, lifting your sternum, drawing the tailbone under, lower down across the blanket, letting your shoulders rest in between both blankets. And you may need to wiggle around a little bit as you go. You need to get in a little more comfortable, and then you might want to tuck the blanket underneath the head to make sure that the head feels really good and relaxed. And then just start to settle in. It might take a little more moving around, but eventually bring yourself to a place where the body is still, the body's quiet, and you can start to follow your breath, noticing as it comes into the body and out of the body. Take note of any sensation that you might feel in the body. Is there any small adjustment that you can make to let yourself be even more comfortable, more relaxed? Invite your body to become heavy, to release downward, using gravity. Allowing your breath to slow down and body to start to relax. Let yourself turn inward for just these few moments. If you notice thoughts coming up, return to your breath. Notice the breath coming into the body and the breath leaving the body. Breath coming in and breath leaving. You might start to notice small or large movement inside the body. Muscles releasing, bones letting go. As you continue to settle into the back bend and you're noticing your breath, notice where you feel it in your body. If you notice any part of your body resisting the letting go, invite it to soften. Bring your awareness there for a few breaths. Noticing any subtle changes. Take 3 more breaths here. Let the breath expand the body from the inside out. And then after your 3rd breath, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes a bit. You might even roll your hands around your wrists, your feet around your ankles, go in both directions. And taking another deep breath in, stretch your legs. And exhale. Draw your navel in slightly and bend your knees, bringing your feet to that roll or bolster. And shift your hips to one side and let yourself roll over to your favorite side. Resting on your side. Take a few breaths here. Noticing any sensation in the back side of your body. And go ahead and press your palm into the floor and lift yourself all the way up to sitting. Take a moment here, lengthening your spine, and just notice what feels softer. And go ahead and take a deep breath in as you exhale, round the spine to the back of the room. And as you inhale, lift your tailbone and open the front of your throat. And one more time, exhale and round. And inhale and arch. And as you exhale, come to a neutral spine, sitting down into your sitting bones. Twist gently over to the right, just a little, turning your gaze. Notice the breath. And take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, come back to center. Inhale and release over to the opposite side. And then bringing yourself back to center, go ahead and release your legs, give them a little shake out. And as you do that, take one of your blankets and open it up again so that we can refold it. And this time you'll fold it in half, short side to short side, and then in half, long side to long side, so that you've made a nice little, almost like a bolster. We'll be coming into a little bit of a twist. So if you'll take your block, place it on one end of your mat, and then place your bolster on top of that. Go ahead and bring your blanket on top of the bolster, giving you just a little more height. Your legs can stay straight out in front of you. They can also wrap behind you or out to the side. You can also keep both knees together. I'm going to choose the both knees together tonight. So with the knees together, one hand on either side of the bolster, lengthening my spine. As I exhale, I'm going to lower down onto the bolster and turn my head to one side. And I may find that I need a little more of a pillow to make my neck feel comfortable, so I can tuck in that blanket to make it as comfortable as possible for me. And then once you're here, the palms can turn up toward the sky, or they can turn down. Once more, allow your eyes to close. Taking a few breaths here. And the breath might feel different in this posture as you're slightly rotating the spine. Just allow the breath to move in and out of the body. Letting the chin drop down just slightly, releasing the back of the neck. Letting the shoulders relax and the arms become heavy. Taking 3 more breaths here. Long, slow, deep breaths. After the 3rd breath, turn your palms down against the floor, draw your navel in. Keep your spine long as you slowly lift yourself back up to sitting, bringing yourself back to the center. Once more, lengthen your spine and just notice the right and left side of your body. Now you can just turn yourself around to go to the other side. I'm going to switch this so that I stay present with the camera. So take your time and turn yourself the other direction. And again, your legs can be straight out in front of you, or you can slide them behind you. On this side, I'm going to hook my front leg around my back calf and then sit tall with your hip really close to the bolster. Bring both hands to the floor on either side of the bolster as you lengthen your spine, and then begin to lower down onto the bolster and the blanket. Turning your head again to one side, take a few moments to wiggle in, finding a position for your arms and your hands that feels good. And then let yourself begin to relax. Softening the breath, softening the body. Take 3 more deep breaths here. Stay quiet as you breathe. Tuned in to how you're feeling. And after that 3rd breath, turn your palms down on the floor. Draw your navel in, keep your spine long, and slowly lift yourself up. As you come up, unwind. Bring your legs back out in front of you, and you may want to straighten the legs for a moment and point and flex the feet, but let your eyes stay closed. Sitting tall. And take a deep breath in. Exhale with a gentle sigh. I hope that you sleep really well and that you find these poses to be helpful in that process. Jai Bhagwan.